Yes, this is one of those I watch every single new anime of spring 2024, and I mean all of them except not sequels or prequels. There's going to be a fast one, so take out a pencil, watch this video, and jot down the awesome anime to watch, or to meme on because he sucks so bad. Hey, he's trying to get away! Stop this soul leveling Kirito Sid man!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I knew that guy.
Oh wait, he's not a soul player, he's a cheater.
He's a beta tester and a cheater! He's a feeder!
He's actually the leader of this crew, but refuses to live like this anymore. Unfortunately, he's too much part of the ground, so he gets walked on, stepped on a lot. One day, we will get this grieving soul to retire.
He said it! He said it!
But for now, get back to work. He just wants to be left alone. He's a loner, he doesn't fit in any clique, which matches the first part of this title. But where's the next part? Unfortunately, this anime can't start without him.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Everything's against him. God doesn't want to help or talk to him. So he goes into the next life with many different weak powers. He won't be bitching as much when everyone with My Hero Academia powers eats poison or drinks awful water. Even though he hates his classmates, he has a huge crush on this popular girl. Oh no! Her dad died from a huge battle. Now what is she going to do? Wait. Long hair, long eyelashes, girl voice. Uh-oh. This is a dude. Fucking shit. He's weak and can only command. Reminds me of my boss. Fortunately, there are very strong warriors with powers. Oh, I forgot to mention, he has a gun.
Tired of playing with your ass, nigga. Today your ass is gonna die, bitch. Say goodnight, motherfucker.
After only knowing each other for a little while, they're going to open a guild with basically no money, but fuck it, we ball. There's been a rumor this town is haunted. Well, they're fucking right. There's disgusting things happening all over. First, we have his dad getting obsessed with swirls, and his mom going to the hospital for being too scared of spirals. Second, her friend is losing her mind. And what is that? Junji Ito is not the king of horror, he's the king of disgusting. She might be 7 years old, but already she knows about...
Which part of Palestine is occupied?
The entirety of Palestine, but I'm not
Thank you
calling
once
for
again.
the destruction of Jews.
I appreciate you expressing your full genocidal intent.
She really loves this ultimate game, but she specifically wanted to put the villain skin on, and wakes up as a beautiful villainess, who has to flirt with a lot of boys and change the way people see her. Oh me, oh my, you always see an older man with a younger girl, but how about reversed? He's 17 and she's 24. Although he will never quit chasing that ass. Crazy enough, she's an otaku who loves ultimate games. I think we both know how this one's going to end after graduation. After many terrible situations, he's alone and he's forced to live with 3 beautiful girls. Unfortunately, there's a tsundere and she's the most unapproving, while her other sisters can't wait for him to move in. Wishes are a huge thing in this anime. His goal is to have a high-paying job, but his grandfather wants him to marry one of these beautiful girls. It doesn't really matter, he's gonna be happy no matter what. Her mom is working, so she throws her daughter in with her grandfather for at least a week, and she already hates it. There's these losers who love LARPing at a park, and she loves watching them. Unfortunately, getting her dream to be asked by the hero to join the team, instead the villain asks her to join this villain team so they can stop the heroes. After a cup of coffee, meet the villain working at a convenience store. Tell me if you heard this one. There's a normal loser male who out of nowhere gets powers from an unknown location. So now he's stuck using these powers. And the people from the other world are looking for him. Specifically, this giant hand. Fortunately, he gets away from this crazy. Never mind, she just moved into a school and you won't guess where she's gonna sit. After failing at everything, you start to wonder, why is he so depressed? Oh, it's no big deal, he only has 2 years to live.
Fine. I'm okay.
Now the time is ticking, he has nothing left to lose. Joins a fishing group where despite fishing being boring, they do help him get the gangsters off his back, and fishing doesn't have to be all that boring. The small things can be great as well. He's a boring worker and gets very nervous when talking to people.
Boring!
She is a very shy woman who gives death stares on accident. One day, their job is requiring 2 people to live in Alaska. Yep, that's pretty fucking full. Although, if you're a parent, married, or have a reasonable excuse, you don't have to go. These 2 don't have anything, they're losers. They're going to pretend to be married, which is going to be kind of hard for these really awkward people. But soon they'll fall in love. I said soon, not now. He has recently joined the badminton club, and unfortunately the girl he has a crush on is in the basketball team, a sport he sucks at. What? He will make any excuse to meet her first thing in the morning. He's trying to get that forearm strength and no clue how to get close with a girl. So he tries to get help from a friend that's a girl, but she doesn't know either. So how are they gonna get close to each other to begin a relationship? Well, anime. His parents know her parents, and now she lives with him. So these cool guys are headed for a mixer, and they can't wait to see some hot girls. Well, there isn't any. The only hot people there are dudes. Well, they're not. They're just cross-dressing. Now these confident guys aren't as confident. They actually end up linking up and being more than just friends. He's been kicked out of way too many teams. He's known to be a weakling who can't help anyone until a martial artist who specifically can be partners with him arrives. No questions, no nothing, just let's go into a dungeon. Unfortunately, Jet Li couldn't beat the monster with her fists, and he saves the girl trying to... Whoa, what's going on here? What anime is this? Wow, that can't be the first thing we see. Really? This is getting way worse. This cocky blonde kid's going to get it when the teacher calls him a genius. Now he's threatened by another teacher to study theology. After this old man almost kills him, he agrees to become an astronomer. He has to become his eyes because he's blind, can't see anything. He finds out the universe isn't rotating against the earth. It's the other way around. This is new to me. There's said to be 3 beautiful maidens who are going to have an arranged marriage. Problem is, the wife is aggressive and the other is, well... Okay, so it's a girl, so there's no wedding. Wrong, he's a guy who turns into a girl. He has a panda who also fights back. And there's lots of nudity, but they're just bad. Beautiful maid comes to your door, who has to be your bodyguard. And then, since you have no use for her, you kick her out. No, you just don't do that! Since she has no idea what to do, she gets on a train back to wherever, and she sees the main character almost being isekai'd. And somehow, at the perfect moment, she's able to save him. He ends up hiring her, but she sucks at everything. Fortunately, instead of being robotic, she grows to be more human and even gives him a lap pillow. At this point, if you've watched this far, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. She just broke up with her boyfriend and he's getting bullied by his classmates. When the two collide, they get their balls stolen by a ghost who curses him, and she gets abducted by aliens who almost her. What am I watching? Fortunately, they make it out alive, but just barely. Turns out, he's the guy she fell in love with. She has been at the top of her class for 3 straight years. Once she gets into high school, she gets rejected to become a magician. She's very popular, so everyone knows she flunked. But wait, she's the main character, so when she was a little girl, a beautiful mage gave her a wizard book that you can only get if you passed. Her teacher saves them from a monster and then decides to make them mages, even though her class didn't make into the mage class, but fuck it. Imagine in a world where being a magical girl could be a job you can get paid for. Running a magical girl fighting business is a hard path. She's the only one who can fight, so she's the only one in the company who fights monsters. Fortunately, this college grad just found a job she might be able to do. One of the strongest dragons ever has finally died. It didn't take Truck-kun to isekai him. He might be in a worse world. He is now a 15-year-old boy that's forced to be an adult, because in this world, you must get a 9 to 5, get married, grow a beard, put on a suit, and move out. The moment you hit that age, he's forced to leave the safe village. The moment he leaves, he meets a waifu serpent, but she doesn't know how to fight. But what was that? So she awkwardly dances and gets attacked by a sand monster, and they take down the sand monster together. Now they're very good friends, plus 5 minutes into the friendship, she hints she wants to get married to someone. But he can't, he has a waifu at home. These two have dreams of being trillionaires. But how are they gonna get there? He already messed up. He bought the newest computer, so now his bank is negative. So now after graduating school, they're ready to start earning lots of money from a big company. Surprisingly, this bedwetter didn't make it through. Although the better-looking, more charismatic person does get the job. No, he declined the offer, since his partner in crime wasn't hired. One day, they will be trillionaires together. One day. They were both workers at a company, but after many dates, they make it official and go through the process. They have an amazing child and a good family until, one day, the mother passes away. Life's getting very bad for this guy. One random day, a little girl knocks on their door. It's the mom, who died. This is going to be a weird anime, and if it makes you uncomfortable, stop here. He has captured many gods after training for years. He's terrible at his job and has no money.
What?
Luckily, his friend does have money. This anime shows you not to trust anyone, especially the guy who looks like he hates you. He left his very important necklace with this bowl, and his master takes it, releases all the gods. There ends up being a huge fight, and then things are all good. This teacher actually wanted to be a teacher out of all the teachers alive. His first day on the job, a gangster threatens him and then he quits automatically. Gets hired at a new school, and it doesn't seem to have gangsters, but the students are monsters. So even if he hides from his students and gets naked, he won't be fired. Sure, some questionable things happen in this anime and it doesn't seem like he's a good teacher, but it works out and she goes back to school, although he still might be a pervert. Oh, this looks like a shoujo anime. Okay, never mind. This girl has an arranged marriage with this Yakuza guy, but not in a cute way. So once they meet each other at school, he's not that bad. Things happen that you won't expect. Especially this.
Huh? Nani?
He used to hang out with two boys since they were all homeless. He also swore to protect her since she has blue eyes, until one of the boys gets to trade in the secret for money. No duh, he chooses the money. Now she's forced to be the prince's wife. It's not bad, but she isn't royalty-like or even close, so when she's tested by this bitch, Princess tries her best every time to keep the secret safe. She isn't just a strong woman in strong armor. She used to be a cute, innocent little girl who was tricked by this charming worm, so she decides to kill herself. So after being teleported back in time, she has the option of doing it again, and it looked as if she was going to live the same miserable life twice. Then an edgelord appears. Although a huge age gap, she would rather choose him, even if she doesn't really want to. Plus, she remembers he did some pretty bad shit to her. Fuck it, beats going back to that bug. Surprisingly, this actually works. His whole life, he's the darkness that's been battling the light. He loses against the light every time, but he will always return. Wherever the light goes, this darkness comes after. He's teleported into the future. In this world, all his dark magic is weak. He doesn't have any comrades anymore. They're stronger than him now. But there's one thing worth being here. She's the only one who will help him reach his goals to the top again. He's in a very intense match of mahjong for high stakes. When he first started off, he tried to meet with a player who lived in an apartment with 10 people and maybe some more. Way too many if you ask me. The stakes was to be a porn star if he lost, but if he won, he frees those slaves. Judging from the scene, he won the game and saved his butthole. Do you like slice of life? Do you like moe? Do you like watching 4-minute episodes? If you answered yes to all those questions, then this anime might be the perfect one for you. Imagine this, when you're asleep, when you get a text from your mom, and she's feeding you bad news. Don't talk, don't make a move, don't go outside your room. Everyone already escaped this dangerous building while the police are trying to evacuate you. But in the last minute, the alarm goes off and ruins your hiding spot. Although they are wolves and they can't be trusted, at least that's what the people say, these kids aren't afraid and want to treat them like normal people. They're more like detectives at the end of the day. Although the way that they're detectives, they use these kids as bait. Long story short, now this hero wants to be a detective as well. Wow, that was all of them. And as you can tell, it's a very weak season, but amazing peaks. I think the anime I'm going to watch are the following. In the comments, let me know the best and the worst anime you've seen this season. If you like this video, go watch this video because this is a small channel and I'm ready to be the biggest anime channel of the next generation. So let's go, let's get it. If you want to support and keep me motivated, all you have to do is subscribe. And see you in the comment section below. Peace. Tricked you. That's not the last anime. Unfortunately, I didn't know this anime was out. He gets a bubble girlfriend, and that's not the girlfriend he wanted. He wanted this girl. But the bubble girl can do this. Okay, I'm done.